keep having to poke my head like this, we have some glare and I can't tell whether or not the little red light is indeed on. But it is, once again, on. The next technique is thundering hammers. I love thundering hammers. Thunder, as we know, thunder comes from on high, so very important thing about this technique is to use your weapons cocking your hand up high. We're also going to look at the foot maneuver, so we should back up so we can get on the camera. Make the feet. Knee checks, huge on the knee checks. You could do this technique all by itself with just the knee checks alone. The idea is you want to crumple your opponent down like you do an aluminum can. Crumple, 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 crumple. You want them smaller and smaller. This technique is for a step through right punch. I'm going to do the technique and then we'll break it down. Alright, this technique is for a step through right punch. What I did do is one of the shots, which I say is an either or, and then I went ahead and did it. Anyway, stepping through for right punch, going to do inward block. Going to make sure to block that. We're going to check off his width. If you can get a little bit of an angle, we're going to check off his height as well. Driving forward, knee check, right knee to his right knee. This hand is going, left hand is going to come up on high. The right hand is going to do an inward forearm strike that in long form 1, when we do these 3 coming in, that's what that strike is. It's going to be bent, it's going to come up underneath the belly button area, it's going to come at an upward angle, and you're going to be lifting from your back leg this way. You want to have your back straight, and you're lifting using the hips to lift as opposed to back and forth. It is not a straight arm attack at all. You're not going to get the desired effect that way. If I came at Ron, he came and I hit him straight arm, what's going to happen is he's going to bounce off of it and go backward, and that is not where I want him to be. I want to lift him up so I can continue my technique and continue with my knee checks and all the things that matter in this technique. So we're going to look at it from both sides. But here comes the punch. We're going to step forward, make sure to block, checking that off. Step through, knee check. You'll notice the picture, we can back up. Going to do a lower knee check here. Arm underneath is going to come up. It's going to be lifting him up. This hand is going to come over the top to check. Then we're going to rotate into the back of the knee to drive him down further. This is going to come, left hand is going to come to the back of the neck. We will talk about our lower belts. What I would like you guys to do is coming to here. Yeah. Coming to here is also is doable. That is okay as well. But for the ideal phase, just so we're all on the same page, we're going to shoot this one here to the back of the head. Then we're going to shift again to another knee check, and this one is going to arch forward, and we're going to hit. We're going to hit the back of his head. It's kind of hard to see from here. We're going to hit here. So this one's going to come at a little more of an angle this way. After this, we're going to take left foot, step up the circle. Right hand is going to circle counterclockwise. Counterclockwise, as you land the foot, your knuckles are going to hit probably the soft part of the head, back of the head where all of the nerves and stuff are. You can also come down on the cheek if you want. It depends how their head is turned, but it's going to be a whipping kind of a thing coming down. Then the right hand is going to do a claw, and you're going to push, drag, stomp at the same time, and it's going to be this action. 1, 2. Stepping, not looking for stepping, looking for some stomping. This is a thundering hammer. Thunder makes noise. So this is a noisy technique. We're going to look at it from the other side. So here comes the block. We're going to block. This hand's going to come up and under. Notice I have my left hand up high and loaded. Now, when I come here, hands are going to go to the pain. He's going to try and go, oh my gosh, my stomach, So he might be locking my hand in. So I'm going to need to really pull that hand out and drop into that next one with the knee check, back of the head. This hand again is coming back around, checking the shoulder. And we're going to do a knee check coming at the back of the head. From here, dropping my weight as I land, striking that similar spot, either in the back of the head or somewhere on the side, dropping down, then underneath, stomping, clawing, etc. Okay, the other option for this one that a lot of people do is from here, when you come over the top, to strike with the left hand with the kidney, striking here. that way initially. I often default that way, but that's fine. For the lower belts, let's work on here, and then here all on the head, but you can also play with that. If you hit someone in the kidney, the idea is that they're going to arch their back and throw their head back, which then exposes the next target. Totally good, I have no arguments with that. Just playing with the different options for doing that one.
And I know on that closeout that we have, there's probably several different iterations that are out there on how people end it. A claw across the face, a bat knuckle, horizontal bat knuckle strike. Again, just a way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen the rolling of the head and rolling it into the back knuckle. Not my favorite, only because I like the dropping of the weight with the back knuckle. Saw a video of Mr. Parker doing it like that, and I went, ooh, I like that. Not to say this is in any way incorrect. I just don't have as much smacking. Not that you can't hurt somebody, because really it's not that hard to hurt someone, no matter what technique you use. But I just like the idea of it's simple and it's dropping the weight, and I don't have to mess around with all this stuff. I don't want to get my hands all up in the opponent's face, because if I'm rolling it around where his mouth is, like our one student who, as law enforcement has talked about, you can get bit, and bites are nasty. So if I can stay away from his mouth, fabulous, and I can hit him nice and hard. I'm just a big fan of hands and feet moving at the same time, dropping your weight as you strike. Harder to do that when you've got all this going on, because your hands are moving and your feet are not. So that's why I prefer to do it the other way. I would like our lower belts to learn that. They can learn the other part later from other people who do like to do it that way. That is Thundering Hammers. Okay. Cool. Squeezing the peach. Okay, squeezing the peach, we're going to do, this is for when your hands are a little more in front of you, and they're rolled forward. So that's why we have to turn, to grab hold, grab the groin, pull, then kick, and then that's as far as it goes, right? does it as 1, 2, 3. I think you absolutely, why couldn't you get a scoop there? You've got them all closed in, pulling in,